Okay.
We're good.
Okay, that's a good point. Somebody said you're too close because you're right.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, and everyone just be comfortable if you want to get up and lie, or lie across a few chairs or move. Just go with whatever spirit moves you for this. If I can know, how many people here have played singing bowls at all? Awesome. And how many people have attended like singing bowl meditations? Awesome. So you guys pretty much already know what singing bowls are about. Each note connects to a different chakra or energy flow in the body. We like to combine the crystal bowls and the Tibetan bowls because you'll notice like when you hear them play, even when they hit the same notes, they're hitting different energies. I found the crystal bowls are really great for more of a universal sort spiritual connection, but when I want to do more of an earthy connection, I'll generally get the Tibetan bowls. They have a lot of ancient earth magic in them. Some people find, but whatever works for you. So we have a little sheet here on the chakras and the different notes that connect the different chakras, and little information on the back that if anyone wants, you can look at during or after.
Can you go through? Can you say which chakra that should be doing? We should be focusing.
We're going from root to crown. So there's crown, third eye, throat. These are my friends Alex and Paul. Alex has the 2 heart chakras, spiritual heart and physical heart. And then Paul has sacral, solar plexus, sacral, and root. Well, we're not going to say it while we're playing, but you feel it. Actually, these bowls, when we first got them, my friend Kay Walkinshaw, who's a wonderful hypnotherapist and past life regression therapist and the like, she brought them and she was setting them up and she was cleaning them. And people got so excited they were helping her clean, and she had little pieces of paper in each bowl saying which one was what, and people took the papers out and then the bowls were all mixed up. And she had us all sit in a circle and she would play one bowl for a few minutes. And then she'd say, everyone, which bowl is this? And everyone knew exactly, like every single person in the room said, that's heart chakra, or that's third eye, or that's, like you feel it in your body. There will be a quiz on this later.
There's a sympathetic response physiologically.
Yes. Yes, that's absolutely true. So we're going to, I should tell you, we are not professional crystal ball performers. This is actually our first time in front of an audience. Those of you who've been to my wellness center know, like, the room we play in is like smaller than the stage. So we can't even play all the bowls at one time, or they'll shatter from all the vibrations hitting each other. This is like a real treat for us, and we feel so honored and delighted that we get to share our playtime with you. So feel welcome to relax and enjoy.
And of course, and you could chant into the bowl when it's singing. That was really good.
And sometimes we do some vocal toning with it, a little chanting, if you feel inclined. If spirit wants you to let any sound out of your body, go for it. Yes. yourself into it. It allows things to open. It's obviously not something Beethoven would compose, but when you allow yourself into the energy of it, things can open. So anytime anyone wants to play with crystal bowls, you're welcome to come over to my place. Can you hear us,
Question.
Lowell?
Question.
Yes.
The lower heart chakra bowl, which is right behind you. Can't see it because it's behind you.
Right. Right here.
Correct. That either has a flaw or a crack in it.
I would say probably a manufacturer flaw.
Because energy-wise, there's a disruptive energy in it that I'm seeing. If I was there, I could point to it. It's about 3 inches down from the top on my side and ripples down and behind.
And you know what? There is a chip in it.
Okay, I can only tell you what energy-wise.
I don't know if you can hear me, but I can attest that I was playing the lower and the upper, and the upper heart felt right, and the lower heart did not feel right.
Right.
So I played it less, and I was hoping nobody would notice. Because I was trying to be energetically sensitive, so thank you.
Okay. May I make another comment?
Yes, please do.
The young man, is that Paul?
Yes, hi. Hello.
Paul. As you were sitting behind the bowls, I wrote down a name that you had in a previous lifetime. And I want you to write it down, meditate on it, and think about it. You were called Master Su or Master Ram. Your name was Suhatha, Shuhatha, and then Ram, R-A-M. How does that feel to you?
So when you were talking earlier, I was listening, everyone else was talking. You know how the brain works. You keep wanting to say something, but you should be listening. And I kept wanting to share a story about how, the Chinese don't have very many doctors. So what they do is they do Tai Chi to sort of just balance their energies, and then they just get better, and they don't need a doctor. And, that's a silly story, but it just kept coming back to my head over and over. And then the lady mentioned Qigong, which, weirdly enough, wherever I go in my life, somebody wants to teach me Qigong. It's just so funny, So I definitely have an affinity toward that area of the world, although I've never done any prior life investigation myself.
Okay.
So thank you for the information. It's it sort of rings true like a note, like a musical note. But beside that, I don't know anything about it.
It's all. Madam Klitzner?
I was just enjoying it, and just allowing it to resonate to see how it felt. Since I haven't done crystal bowls before, so this was my first time.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was just initially I was having a hard time with the way it was jumping around. But then I just decided to stop trying to analyze it and just allow it to work.
We tried to do it as mostly a heart-centered concert with Alex playing on the 2 heart and then us working outward, sort of bringing energy in towards it. But the space is so resonant that sound carries a lot more than in my tiny wellness center. So it's a little more intense here. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but.
Yeah, I would think it would be more intense in a small space, that here you lose some of the resonance as it goes out.
I think the sound reverberates more here. It can carry more. Yeah.
The bowls and other people are there.
Yeah.
It's another
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for example, I was feeling one resonant sound when there was another one coming on top of it. Initially, I found that.
Yeah, there was the vibrating wave from one to the next. From when he began playing the sacral chakra, and then he moved to the solar plexus chakra. That really affected me. And then he moved back to the root chakra, and that was very bass. Like it's a good instrument that he was playing. It was a very good instrument for the root.
Yeah. I do like the base chakra. It's really lovely. Very, very comforting energy. That was my experience. How about everybody else? What did other people experience?
And the young lady who was playing the heart chakra, your name?
Oh, my name is Alexandra.
Alexandra. You have something wrong with the left wrist somehow. What's going on there?
Oh, I have rheumatoid arthritis.
You have what?
I have rheumatoid arthritis.
Well, it shows up energetically.
Rheumatoid arthritis.
It shows up energetically. And if you were to play the bowls with your right hand and use your left hand over the bowl, you would find it very beneficial.
Something keeps coming up. I really enjoyed it. Thank you very much for coming and doing that. The thing that keeps coming up is that I had a teacher who played the gong, and she said that your body can only resist the vibration for 8 seconds, and that I just always, it just keeps coming up. So
Cool.
Any other questions for me?
Well, I want to thank you all for being our first real audience in our first real concert hall. And, you know, who knows, maybe if we keep practicing, in a few months we can come back and be a little more polished. But this was really amazing for us. Thank you for letting us like step out of the closet, so to speak. Sure. Do you guys want to like start with Paul? Yeah. Yeah. Paul, do you want to? The real one's so big I can't play it. It takes a lot more arm strength than I have.
Yes, the position of the physical heart and the energetic heart in the same position, in the same location?
Well, your physical heart is at your physical heart,
Okay.
and your heart chakra is in the center, but they can
Okay.
merge.
Okay.
Like, you know, I don't know if anyone's done meditations where you merge your physical and your auric heart. But you also have spiritual love and physical love. So when you do the two different bowls, the idea is to merge spiritual, physical, like style love, physical beating heart, with heart chakra. So it all becomes one source. Yeah, let's start with this.
going to test the female, your fallopian tube areas, and the top of the uterus should be vibrating. Feel that pancreas, kidneys, liver area. You should be feeling that right at the base of your rib cage, the thymus area, just behind the end of the rib cage, or just behind that. That's the thymus. Oh yeah. That should be higher up into the heart, deeper. I can't see to the right. Yeah. You feel that in your throat area. Right, you can feel plus. Right. And for me, I get a harmonic connection into the third eye at the same time. Now, for me, I get it almost like ringing in the ear, but they ringing between one ear to the other. Goes up an energetic flow, and then it goes around the head as well, and opening up.
cleanse or Toda head cleansing.
I actually got an adjustment when you were doing the crown chakra inside my head. Wonderful. It was a new experience. So what did other people experience?
This crown chakra was so intense, and I felt it like, even in my skin, like physically, the tingling, and it was like something shooting inside. It was very intense. I think out of all of them you have there, that one was just a lot.
Yeah, that's why we start with the root chakra and work our way up. Because sometimes people talk about how you're meditating and you feel pressure on the top of your head. That's, your crown chakra trying to open up. But anytime people have trouble with their crown chakra, they have trouble with their root chakra. And vice versa, you need to have both open and flowing for either to work. And since this group is generally very open with the crown chakra, by starting with the root and allowing that to open up, it's very comfortable for everything to just release like a firecracker or a river or a geyser or whatever, because you guys are already so receptive that
I did feel though in my root chakra and sacral some resistance. I was the energy was trying to flow in, and I was trying to allow it, but at the same time, energetically, it was closing up, nope, both. And I was asking myself, what am I holding on to? Why? What's going on here? And as much as I tried to relax and breathe and just allow it, energetically, it was halfway open, but not completely. Both lower chakras.
wow.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Probably other people, at least I found one of my chakras wasn't as open or as easy to open. Did other people discover that? There were some that were easily opening and resonating, and then others you had to kind of work at allowing them to respond.
Yeah, I found when she started with the throat chakra, I could feel it just spinning and spinning and spinning my throat chakra. And then when she got to the third eye, the same thing. They just, and I've never felt the third eye spin before. The throat, yes, but the third eye was just, that was new for me. Thank you.
I had memories when you hit the heart and at the third eye of time, it elicited a feeling, like a sensation when you guys did that, and then I had memories of that sensation happening in the past and not knowing what it is. So that was really cool.
Yeah, I think I shared that too. Where you're remembering something you never maybe knew.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Mariam? I went to the center because I wanted to make sure I'm hearing it. I went to the center because I wanted to make sure that I sort of hear both of them balanced somehow. But I have to be honest, I felt most of them in my heart area. I don't know why. Even when Flo was pointing out this is how you should be feeling or whatever, by he's saying I tried to sense it, but automatically, to me, most of them vibrated around the heart area and then farther up in the head when you got to the head area. Not sure where that is, but that's where I felt it. You may have been opening other things, but I felt them mostly around the heart.
Lowell, do you have any thoughts on that? That Mariam felt it?
I didn't hear the comment.
Mariam
I can't
felt
hear.
it in her heart. Every single syllable she felt deeply in her heart. And then by listening to your description of what people should be feeling, she was able to extend it to that and experience it. But without your guidance, she probably would have pretty much just stayed in her heart the whole time.
I don't know what to say other than the fact that I've done this so long for so many years, and I base it on the energy I see as well as the energy I experience within my own body. But what I've found is that by providing description of what's going on energetically within your own body, it allows people to relate to that expression and then begin to sense the same experience. It's sort of like guided image. I'm just directing your focus to where the energy is going on. That's why when I was surprised when she started playing the throat chakra and it started singing, man, I got this shooting of energy up to my third eye and then activated. And then when she played the third eye chakra, it's like I felt my clairaudience increased significantly, and the images were there as well.
You know, I feel a strong connection between my throat chakra and my third eye. Do you think it's possible I was transmitting some of that through the energy of the bowl playing, or do you think it's the energy that's inherent in this bowl?
Well, I think it's partially the energy in the bowl that's harmonically and sympathetically interacting with my own energy. And then by directing my thoughts, directing my energy, and allowing the harmonious to occur, the bowl singing process basically harmoniously uplifts or whatever my own energy. Okay. Because what they did is the first one, they simply activated your energy. You experienced it primarily through your heart because that's where your healing nature is for you. Right? For you. And when they started then synchronistically playing them in order, it allowed, since your system was already activated, it allowed you to feel very, very relaxed because you're harmoniously activating each of the chakras.
So if I have a problem with, like, people, I get mad, if I try to mention those kind of things from maybe YouTube, then
That'd be very helpful. Yep.
That was kind of a little bit of my question was, do you guys recommend this CD, and then also, does it do as much good when you listen to it on a CD?
Depends upon the CD. I've got crystalline CDs that I can't relate to, and the experience that I have is that it's more in terms of the person who's playing it mechanically.
Out a couple of YouTube links that I resonate with, that I found that when we watched them on YouTube, like today Paul and I were watching this one woman play, and both of us were just like vibrating watching the video, and she was just so, her energy. And then we were watching another guy, and we're like, yeah, on to another one. This guy had no effect. So. Yeah, I can send you a few links, but I usually cruise YouTube and find some that I feel have an effect on me.
I would guess it's the difference between going to a concert and listening to music in your car without that concert.
Yeah.
It's better than not having anything, I suppose.
If you have headphones, that could be, and then Bill Harris did Holosync. People familiar with Holosync because they have those on there.
Yeah.
But the bowls are actually vibrating to us as well. It's not just what we're hearing.
It's also called hemisync. It's also called hemisync.
And we might even be resonating back to them for all we know. I don't really know, but being with
There are two primary sources of hemisync kind of information. One is Sacred Acoustics, which is a group basically took off from the hemisync work that Robert Monroe and the Monroe Institute did their own what they call sacred acoustics. And they were working with Dr. Eben Alexander. Dr. Eben Alexander, after his experience, his NDE experience, went to the Monroe Institute, took the training there, and was very impressed with the training, etc. So he won't say anything bad about it, but he apparently also connected with Sacred Acoustics, and he has some sort of arrangement with them in some respect, where he is providing that. What he was trying to do is help them come up with a acoustic scenario that would provide an experience similar to what he had as part of his NDE. I have a couple of those sacred acoustic CDs, and I can only say that I haven't had the kind of experiences that he says you should have with them, but I have had some very good experiences with them. But the technology of sacred acoustics and the technology of hemisync, what Monroe learned that when you played binaural beats in one ear and a different set of binaural beats in another ear, your other ear, like so with headset, it created a pattern that allowed a lot of theta and higher states of energy to be experienced.
I don't know if enough research has been done, but it reminds me.
There are some good headphones for out there. We do a lot of playing around with vibrational healing, vibrational energy, with tuning forks, the crystal bowls. We put the water. Alex has like some really big Tibetan singing bowls, and we put water in them. We play with didgeridoos and bells and chimes. Sometimes we invite angels to come in, and we do like singing, and the angels will make the chimes play with our singing, which is a really awesome. If you have chimes, ask the angels to come through on them, and then sing a song that's true to your heart, and ask the angels to play the chimes. It's really a level of vibrational healing. So things like that you can't really capture on a CD or a YouTube video. However, if you have that sort of experience or energy in your heart, and then you go to sleep to a 6-hour crystal bowl playing on YouTube or something like that, I think you can merge the two to give you the same experience while you're in bed, sleeping.
I was going to recommend you should check out someone named Ashana, Ashana. She has lots of different crystal symbols that have precious metals and gemstones in these, and she's also a really wonderful singer. So the gold, ruby, sapphire, infused into the crystals.
Thank you so much. They were beautiful.
right, let me go. Thank you. Hope it was helpful.